Yo, everybody, welcome. Glad to have you. This is a very special event. Welcome to one of my episodes of Live and Direct from the Pandemicade, but not direct from, per se, my little arcade in Chicagoland. Hi, my name is Joel, a.k.a. DJ Psycho M1, and we're here in Big Rapids, Michigan. That's correct. Big Rapids, Michigan, where we are broadcasting from the beautiful campus of Ferris State University, and they throw this wonderful event called CEGCON, or just a little CEG event, the Computer Enthusiast Group, and they have an annual event. So we actually have a legit LAN party behind me of over 100 machines, and it's pretty serious business here. So we're running a BLOXEED tournament. I've been doing this now this is officially my 5th year doing the BLOXEED tournament. So I'm super stoked to be able to have this again for my 5th year. This is CEG's 20th year, which is really cool. So it's great to see how just everything that they're doing is just consistently growing constantly, like over and over and over. I don't know why that text GDI showed up on my screen, but we're going to remove that. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to be kicking this off. We do have a tournament structure, which I have set up, and we're going to make sure that we do this right. And yeah, it's going to be super great. Oh my God, thank you so much. We already have frickin' Tripic 89. Thank you so much for that subscription of Prime. I appreciate it. So there's quite a few people here in the room. I'm gonna be kind of also being in this tournament as well. So anything can happen. There's some serious competition here. We have this pretty set up very nicely here, so we can have two combatants. Currently, right now, these two are just getting some practice in while they got their time, and it's going to be awesome. So, the event is nothing short of impressive. It is really cool. I wish I can, because I have everything taped down. I wish I could bring the camera up and you can see everything that's going on. There's a lot of machines behind me. It's very pretty. Good to see you again, gentlemen. Isn't it a coincidence? I don't know. 2 live streams. I don't even know. But anyways, so what are we doing today? We're going to get this tournament underway. We're going to take a look at the brackets of what we have right now. I got to go to this little webpage situation. Boom, boom, boom. CEGCON. So hopefully you folks can see the brackets. Of course you can't because it's on the wrong screen. That would help if I would put it on the right screen. Wha-bam. We have the brackets in play right now. We have a grand total right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 16 combatants for Battle Tetris, or BLOXEED Battle Tetris. And we're going to kick this off right here between Clockins and Steve Clarney once they're done with their initial kind of last practice. This is your last practice, gentlemen. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. If you want to, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Just stack them up. Stack them up. Okay. So we're kicking it off right now. Clockins versus Steve Clarney, and we're gonna get this underway. So let's get this audio up, and let's kick some romp because the Tetris tournament is officially underway. So if you want to go ahead and let this time out, there you go, wonderful. And yeah, go ahead and let her rip, potato chip. We're gonna make sure it's set to versus, and then it's gonna be best of 3. Best of 3, okay? And that's it. It's elimination, single elimination. So that's it. And then if you win, you move on. All right, here it goes. They're underway. Yes, and the same blocks will come down, so everybody's fighting for all of the same blocks that the other player has. Now, why do I choose this version of Tetris? This one in particular has been blessed by Alexei Pechkovyov along with Alorg, the Electrotechnical Institute of Moscow during the time of the Soviet Socialists, freaking CCP. So this was technically still created under communism, which I guess gives it that additional Tetris flavor. So that I think is what really makes it extra special. All right, so why? The other reason why I chose this one is because you have a really nice battle structure and you have the power-ups here. And if you notice that little flashing block, you have an S on one side and an F on the other. There you go. We got the flicky on the board. You can drop those drop them. There you go. You can drop them into place. He can make those lines. He's working really quick. Steve is starting to figure out that the flicky is extremely useful. All right. Clears it out with a block. Looking good. Sets himself up for a potential Tetris. Ooh, 16 tons. What do you get? Well, you get a lot of mistakes that get knocked out. Ooh, looking good. Looking good from the Clockins side. We have a lot of return players from the previous year. And it's always a pleasure to to see so many, smiling faces from the previous year's Tetris BLOXEED tournaments, and they're just really excited that we brought the hardware again here. And you really can't go wrong with that Tetris. Uh-oh, hold up. We got the satellite. The satellite's very deadly. You can clear the entire screen and start yourself from the beginning. Steve is doing pretty well for himself. Looks like he got himself a 4-point, a 4-line removal, and that didn't help because he's starting to flail. And when you start to flail in this game, you got to really be careful. You got to really start getting everything, your P's and Q's together. Otherwise, you will end incredibly quickly. Hold up, this satellite might be the leveler for Steve. Just make really good. He's just working it out, clearing. Wow, almost clears his entire board. You can use both of those buttons up top. There you go. Clockins just returns with his own satellite. These two have cleared their boards twice. They're both at 23 lines apiece. Clockins himself at level 6. Now, Clockins is the one on the left, and Steve is on the right. Once again, looking great with that satellite. What's different in BLOXEED versus Tetris? Well, what's different about BLOXEED is you have these power-ups, and you can use these power-ups to your advantage. And you have a flicky, which will drop blocks. You have a satellite, which will, you can shoot blocks off of the board. And then there's a weight, a 16-ton weight. That 16-ton can clear mistakes. It just clears a big swath. Then there's the 4-liner, which basically will eliminate immediately 4 lines right off the top. So there's quite a few, and they really help you out. If you notice, the only way you can get those is if you line up a line and you cash in that line with that power-up in that line. It's made for extremely fast play, and it starts to get very hectic. Ooh, very good spin from Clockins. They get the speed reset. These two gentlemen mean business. It's gonna be a good push between these two guys. I mean, what a wonderful opening match already. Uh-oh, Clockins not looking too great here. Hold up, he gets that 4-liner, knocks him down a hair. Very nice. Gotta watch out. That speed is gonna creep up at them very fast. You have to be incredibly careful. Starting to improvise to try to make some lines here. Ooh, and those slip-ups are happening. Those pieces are piling. Trying to get some damage control in here. Clockins is going down in flames. He's smoking. He's smoking, ladies and gentlemen. He has hit the ground and crashed. Steve takes round number 1. Wow, that was intense. I thought you were gonna just knock him the hell out. Yeah, you can't. But see, that's what makes this game great. You were 1 power up away from potentially, winning or clearing your board. It really helps out. So, all right, here comes round number 2. Clockins versus Steve. So far, so good. Big thank you, by the way. Oh my God, ASDF Meats. What's going on, my man? How you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you. You have this on MAME? You should play it on MAME. It's really good. Yeah, you should really try this version. Again, it's got that really nice flavor from it feels like Game Boy Tetris, in all honesty. It's just a real solid entry in the series. Even though it's not technically Tetris, it still is kind of Tetris per se. How have I been? I've been good. I've been busting my ass, man. What else is new? You know, it's like just trying to stay healthy and you know, keep the good fight fighting. All right, so let's get back to this game. Steve is on the right and Clockins is on the left. Clockins just got himself a bomb. I wonder what he's gonna do with it. He's sticking it right there. That's a good move. That's a smooth move. He's also got a 4-liner. Ooh, ooh, ooh! The 4-liner gets knocked away. Steve means business, and he's nonchalantly playing it out like, oh, I'm not as good at this game. He's better. That's just the way. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Because this is BLOXEED, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just your standard Tetris. This is Sega's BLOXEED Tetris. This is Soviet goodness Tetris. Oh, man. Steve is just putting up a clinic here. Uses a bomb to clear some space. What has happened? This is the man that literally took second place. Hold up. It could be that there's a good opportunity here to work with Flicky and maybe fill in some lines. Clockins is working extremely fast. Wow, what work. Beautiful work by the Flicky. Buys himself a little bit of space. Once again, Steve is just relentlessly piling on those pieces. Got himself a Flicky to even throw Clockins off a little bit more. Trying to bump his pieces. Hold up, we got a bomb. This will be. Well, he does choose that spot to put that 1-liner in. Beautiful drop of that bomb right there. Clockins is just trying to fix his mistakes. He has a chance to fix his mistake right here with that long piece. Does not do that. He's going to slip it in. He does not. Ooh. One hole after the other. He's just putting it. Whoa! Big spin. Of course, we're watching the Clockins side. He's just, while he may be somewhat struggling, he's definitely still putting up quite a bit of hard work, trying to save his game. He's putting this bomb in a strategic location. Very nice. I almost don't want to say anything because Clockins is just really working super duper ultra hard. Meanwhile, Steve's just kind of chilling in the cut. Like, nothing's bothering him at all. And here we go. Once again, just trying to find what space he's got. And there it is. There it is. The speed reset comes through, and Clockins gets eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our first round, and Steve moves up. Steve moves up. That was super duper hype. Super duper ultra hype. Beautiful game, gentlemen. That was frightening. So let me get to these brackets here, and we're gonna call up. All right, we're gonna call to the next, to the BLOXEED tournament. Reese and Sark. Reese and Sark, come to the BLOXEED table, please. All right, Reese and Sark are coming up. We're gonna mark. Steve Clarney has officially moved up. The winner is Steve Clarney. He's on his way to round 2. We have Reese, the youngest of all of the players here at the BLOXEED CEG land here. Hold up here. Calling Sark to the table. There he is. My man Sark is coming to the table. All right, we got Sark and Reese here. This is going to be a pretty rough battle. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's a luck of the draw, but you never know what'll happen. Do you need a practice game before you get started? Just best of 3. You ready to go?
Let's do a practice.
Okay, one more quick practice game. Will not hurt. Just do a versus practice game. Use these top two buttons, and you're ready to rock. Okay, they're gonna get a quick practice game while we're chatting. We'll just kind of put that off to the side while we're doing that. So I wanted to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We've already got quite a few very nice donations or subs. My God, already a couple subs here, and a fresh sub as well. So humongous thank yous, just super, super nice. Of course, all of these things go right back to the show. Tripic897, thank you. Really do appreciate it. And of course, great to see you. ASDF Meets. Yes, Mr. Cola is involved in this tournament as well. So we're going to make sure that... Oh, there he is. There he is. He's there. Ed Horse is saying hello. Mr. Cola says hello from the other side here. So yeah, we're actually in the same vicinity, which is really nice. Caligo's asking, did I get any Werner's Black Cherry yet? The stores around here are out of stock. Mr. Cola has 2 12-packs for me. So pretty excited to get a hold of a couple of those, because that's pretty good. Some people say it's like medicinal. I'm just like, I don't know if it's like a medicinal cherry flavor. It's a good cherry flavor. It's like a wholesome cherry flavor. I don't know, but that's me. That's me. Okay, let's move up. I just need to move up and get my face in the picture here. It's kind of sitting a little dark. Your title might need an update. What's the title say? Does the title on the Twitch channel not say? It does. God blessed. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. I changed that earlier too. Thank you. I appreciate you for letting me know. Today's the 10th, right? Yeah. Thank you. Excuse me. I don't know why it didn't save my. Yes. So prepare yourselves for the next round. Okay. Cool. So hang on just one second. Just changing my title here. It won't take too long. CEGCON 24. Yeah, we're live and direct from CEGCON 24, which is the computer enthusiast group here at Ferris State University in Big Rapids, Michigan. So very exciting time. We have behind us over 100 computers just chooching away in the darkness, and it's a wonderful time to have a LAN party. Ed Horse, thank you so much for letting me know about that title update. I just didn't notice it right there. All right, you guys ready to rock it? Okay, let's go. Credits 2, go to versus mode. When you're ready to go, press start. This is Reese versus Sark. Sark is on the right, and Reese is on the left. He is again the youngest competitor here. But don't count him out yet, because this little man has definitely some good spirit, and you'd be surprised. He's come out of nowhere with wins, so you never know what could potentially happen, or it could be just an easy win for Sark. So we'll see what happens. Sark's slow playing it, just taking his time, finding where he can put his pieces. He's got a chance to use a bomb there, which really doesn't help to his advantage outside of just clearing some blocks, but he's slow playing that bomb, which is actually a pretty good suggestion to do, because then you don't have to fight pieces, and you can never have your bomb taken away in tournament play, which is really nice. So love these arcade sticks. Thank you. Yeah, they're old. I think they're like Tekken 4 sticks, or Tekken. Yeah, they're like Tekken 4 or something like that. They're Xbox 360 sticks, and they've been modded for my Super Gun. So, and we are using actual, like, real arcade hardware here. We got the CRT right over here, right next to me, and these two gentlemen are looking directly at that. Up on the wall, we have a beautiful short throw projector showing off for the crowd, which is standing behind us and hanging out. And they're able to get a view of the action from across the screen, from across the room, actually. Oh my God! Holy crap! Reese just like, so that's what I'm saying. He's a little madman. Like out of nowhere, he'll pull things out, and you're like, wait a second, what's this kid doing? What's this kid doing? He's actually playing a not bad game of Tetris here. He's got his I mean, he's completely cleared his playfield. What's happening? Good to see everybody otherwise, though. So for those that have just tuned in the channel, my name is Joel, a.k.a. DJ Psycho M1. I normally have a broadcast from my arcade in Chicagoland. So we've actually traveled. Are you kidding me? Reese has rocked him in Tetris. Hold up. What's happened here? Oh my God. Reese takes one with the score 29-6-5-4 versus 12-4-3-1. What's happening? All right, it's best of 3. Yeah, just make sure these are kind of set and there. You're good. All right, excellent. Best of 3, and when you're ready to go, press start. Go. Versus mode. All right, get it going. Start. This button on top's fine. Okay, round number 2. Reese is on the left, and Sark is on the right. TJ Kitsune says, "Way to go, Reese. Way to go." So we're watching the channel here. A lot of hype here. The BLOXEED tournament always is super hype at CEGCON. All the students and alumni, they love when I bring out the hardware. So always a good time. You know, kind of makes people kind of a little bit humble, where you have like this room full of very expensive GPUs and computers, and you know, over here in the corner we're playing with hardware from 1989. How about that? And next to me, even just a little bit further over, Mr. Cola brought himself a Commodore 64, which we've been playing Space Taxi. We're having a Space Taxi tournament. And it really sucks because like I had actually completed the game. I got a complete screen of $407, right? This dude comes along and gets like $475, just like son of a bitch. Space Taxi is such a rough game, but it's been fun to watch. Just a lot of people hang out and just play some retro games here in the corner, and they get a break from the other games that they're playing on their regular computers. So we have the satellite from Sark's side. He's looking pretty good. You can use both of those first and second buttons. Yeah, it'll help you out next time you do it. There we go. A little bit of a pro tip to Sark over there. You can use both of those buttons to get that extra satellite destruction speed. Reese, you can do it too, Bubba. He's clearing house. Oh, he brings it down too fast. That may have been Reese's undoing. He made himself a mess. He's gonna have to build himself out. We'll see if he can clear himself a path. Meanwhile, Sark has got control over his side of the board on the right. He's feeling pretty comfy. Looks comfy. He's slowly and methodically choosing where he wants to put each piece, with no real administration. Just taking his time, slow and low. Kind of like good barbecue in Texas. You know, you got to keep it slow and low. Whoa, Reese is knocking that out. Screwed up Sark. Sark didn't know what to do there for a second. He was fighting. Hold up. He may have just blocked off Sark. Unintended to do so. And Reese is coming out of nowhere. Hold up. What is... Oh, he had a chance to fix that. Reese is... Let's see if he fits that in. Not a problem. Reese is making it look easy. He's got a chance for a 4-liner right now. Oh, he had the chance for the 4-liner. Can he do it? Can he put in that 4-liner? All he needs to do is get that one line, pull that up. Right now, Sark made it look good. All right, it's down to this. I got to put a couple more credits in. Actually, you press that little metal button on the front, the left. Yeah, that one. Yeah, hit that one like 1 or 2 more times. There you go. Just a couple more quarters. When you're ready to go, start the final round. And this is the final round between Reese and Sark. Reese is unexpected. Youngest man here, just showing up. You see that original concept right there. Academy Soft Allorg. This is the legit Tetris here. About as good as you can get. All right, when you're ready to go, press start. All right, go to versus, and there you go. This is the final round between Reese and Stark. Reese on the left and Sark on the right. The Tetris BLOXEED tournament is underway here at Ferris State University. Lots of goodness going on here. Lots of fun. I wish I could really raise my laptop up just to show everybody what's going on behind me. It's just a sea of computers and people. Very cool. We have some wonderful prizes to give away today, too. So we'll see what happens if any of these people on our tournament structure today will win and walk home with some really nice prizes. If I'm not mistaken, there's some RAM and a very nice keyboard on the line, including, Reese got knocked back a bit.
The other 6 are milk.
Sark's working it slowly and methodically, once again taking his time, fitting his pieces in where they need to. We're already starting to gather a small crowd here behind us of watching the tournament up on the, I guess so to say, the Titantron, the big screen. All right, let's see. Once again, Reese is on the left, Sark is on the right. Whoa! Reese knocks a piece away from Sark, but he absolutely needed. Screws up his flow. Let's see if he can make a return here. Maybe he can call it a comeback. What's up? Reese has got himself a bomb. Let's see if he uses that effectively. He had a chance. Did not cover that open hole, but we're all right. Because here we go again with Sark in the satellite. He's starting to figure out that double button situation to make a little bit of easy work with that satellite and clear his playfield. He almost completely cleared it. He's still in very good shape here to kind of restart. Both gentlemen are at level 3, 12 lines, 9. Ooh, here we go with Reese. He got himself a weight, 16 tons. What do you get? Clears 2 mistakes, which isn't actually the probably the best way to do it. Let's see if he fits that in. He sure does. What a good kid. He's figuring this game out as fast. Oh, hold up. We almost got a 4-liner from Reese right there. Boom, boom, boom. Even though it didn't take away 4, it still took away 1. Clearing himself a playfield. Oof. A little bit too much anticipation on that piece drop, and Reese has made himself a hole. Let's see if he fixes that up. Sark once again. I mean, but they're both like neck and neck here. I mean, we've had just wonderful battles between our contestants today. Ooh, okay. Reese is trying to figure out where he needs to place things. He potentially could build himself into a bad situation. Sark, meanwhile, is trying to figure out what he's going to do with this weight. He's slow playing that weight, which is a real good strategy. Just take some time away from having to put pieces down or have pieces taken away. That may have been to his advantage, because right now Reese is struggling. This is a struggle bus. Hold up, not yet. My man's on the attack. He's putting his long pieces in. Hold up here. He's got himself a bomb. Let's see what he does with this bomb. Perfect placement. Perfect bomb placement. All right, Reese had a chance to come back there. It's going too fast for him. Meanwhile, the flicky is showing up on Sark's side. Let's see, he screws up the flicky. He brought the flicky down instead of pressing the buttons and drops the flicky, but doesn't matter. Reese is now just struggling at speed. Oh my God, Clawkins, thank you so much for that subscription. It's gone down to this, and Reese is officially eliminated from the tournament. These two were just wonderful combatants today. Let me close this on up so you guys can see. Very awesome. Reese, that was really good. Nice job, little man. He was kicking ass. So we're gonna go to our CEGCON setup here, and we're going to set Sark as the winner for that, and Sark moves on to the next round. All right. And we're just going to wait so we can take over this microphone. But we got a little bit to go through. And again, this is a single elimination tournament. Hang on just one second here. Mrs. Cola and PC Tech. Mrs. Cola and PC Tech, please come to the BLOXEED tournament area space. Thank you. Mrs. Cola and PC Tech showing up on scene. This match is about to take place here, so let's get this one going. We got some log hype in the room. What's going on? What's going on? All right, Mrs. Cola's showing up on scene here.
I got papers that say you won't be.
Yeah. All right, here they come.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, here we go. We got PC Tech and Mrs. Cola rolling up. And this is the best of 3 rules. Remember, again, these top 2 buttons will spin and or are good for the satellite attacks, right? Or the flicky attacks. So other than that, press start up here. Go to versus, and then hit this button when you're ready to start. Ready? All right, here it is. Mrs. Cola on the left, PC Tech on the right. Got some good hype in the chat. Clockins jumping. Yo, Clockins, humongous thank you for that subscription. Bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the support for the channel. This is live. This is very live. This is live, about as live as you can get here. Oh my God. Serious business. Now, Mrs. Cola is very familiar with this game. She's been in multiple BLOXEED tournaments and is a complete threat. The battle I had with Mrs. Cola last year was frightening. And this girl definitely, she'll throw down. So we'll see what she can do. She's already cleared her side, making things look good. Whoa, we got the satellite. These are the double buttons. There you go. Excellent. All right, they both have a full-on reset with 8 lines apiece. They're already feeding each other pieces. This is true top-tier entertainment going on right here. We got Dan Almighty throwing in the chunk emotes. We appreciate those. Sadly, the chunk is not with us today. He's at home. He's back home in Chicagoland. All right, PC Tech's looking pretty good here. Oh, had a chance to pull out that flicky here. Hold up. The flicky is in the house on PC Tech side. He's starting to make some lines. Let's see if he can capitalize with this flicky and make this work. Looking good. Looking good. Makes all of his lines. Does a real good cleanup on his side. Making Mrs. Cola sweat. She's got to make some cleanup. She makes that cleanup with that 4-liner. Once again, turning the tables. You got to watch out when you turn those tables with that 4-liner. You can really screw your opponent over because not only do you your opponent loses those lines, but you also send some lines over. So PC Tech's got to really fix some problems here. He's got quite a few holes, starting to kind of make a comeback. Okay. PC Tech starting to sweat. He's getting a little closer to the top of the screen. So far, so good. Putting a box. Good placement for the box. You never know where to put those sometimes. They always end up causing so much trouble. Hold up. Hold up. PC Tech's got himself a satellite. Oh my God, he is taking care of business. Clears up his side to the best of his ability. Give him a little more room to breathe. This game continues. Level 6, level 7, about 25 lines per side. Both players, putting in an excellent effort.
Chaser, Gingerman, fastly, make your way to dirtiest keyboard.
This is always such a very hype tournament. It gets everybody very excited because, man, I can tell you for a fact, every time I set up this tournament, it just gives me all of the tingles, knowing that there will be some delicious Tetris action. Oh my God, the flicky comes in for Mrs. Cola's side, just making space. Meanwhile, PC Tech just gives up. And there you go. It starts to speed up around that level 8, level 7. So we got it the best of 3 here. Mrs. Cola takes 1. So when you're ready to go, press start on the top end of the button over here. All right, we got the versus mode. We're ready to go. Round 2. Mrs. Cola on the left and PC Tech on the right. You hope has locked in the bathroom with the ginger ham. The ginger ham. Yes, the ginger ham is also at home. We don't really lock the cats in a bathroom. That's a poor thing to do. You don't lock animals in a room. It's just not a thing. The cats have a good run of the house, so that's how it works. All right, back to BLOXEED here. Mrs. Cole is looking pretty good. She's cleaning up her side. PC Tech once again doing his work as well. He's got that 4-liner. Feeds Mrs. Cole three lines right there. That is 3 that she did not want, and definitely raises things up because now she's got to clean up that whole side. Got to figure out what she needs to do to get those extra blocks down. Oh, well, then there's the answer. She's got the satellite. Might as well just reset her board because then therefore she has all of the room to start fresh. So she starts fresh. Meanwhile, PC Tech gets that 4-liner. They're both working this out. They're both feeling pretty comfy at this speed. Let's see what else happens here. Oh my God. Hold up. PC Tech's starting to waffle a little bit. What's going to happen here? It's a chance to use a bomb right here. Like there is a power-up on the board. Wonder if there's maybe a possibility he can somehow fish that out. Let's see if he can build his way out of this. Otherwise, he might have himself an elimination with Mrs. Cola smiling and moving on to the next round. It's getting pretty tight there. Ooh, gets that 4-liner. PC Tech survives just a little bit longer, loses that T-piece, which he could have used, and it does throw him off a bit. Oh, he has a chance to put a flicky down, just can't do it, gives it up. Mrs. Cola moves on. She makes it look easy. Oh my God, what are we doing here? Mrs. Cola, she's, deadly. Just deadly. Okay, we're gonna mark Mrs. Cola as the winner. She moves forward in the tournament. Okay. Maverick and Grumblin'. Please come to the BLOXEED table. Thank you. All right. Maverick and Grumblin' up next for the Ferris State BLOXEED Tetris battle. Okay. We're waiting on our other player here. I just, but in the meantime, just want to say hi once again for those that are just joining the stream. My name is Joel, aka DJ Psycho M1, and you're tuned in to Live and Direct from the Pandemicade on location here at Ferris State University for the CEGCON, the Computer Enthusiast Group This is the 20th year of enthusiasm, so really good stuff. You come over this way a little bit. Thank you. There you go. Just to get you both on camera here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, both of them are ready to go. They're getting their sticks. You comfy?
These are rotate left, rotate right.
It's just one rotate.
Oh, okay.
But the extra button helps with the satellite, so you can go beep, 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 or the flicky as well.
Okay.
Yep. Starts here. Go to versus.
Oh, we just turned it in hell.
And just when you're ready to go, press this button. Okay, it's underway. Best of 3. Best of 3 between Maverick and Grumblin. And we have Maverick on the left, and Grumblin on the right. So far, pretty hyped tournament. We're moving along. I mean, we already had what two battles go into 3 rounds. So we definitely have some players in the house. Okay, the flicky is up. Let's see what he can do if he kind of figures out what we were talking about with that flicky, dropping those pieces. You can make those lines and feed those lines to your enemy. You definitely want to do that with the flicky. So far, so good. He's just laying them out, just like a wall. Very nice. There we go. Gets an extra 1,000 points, feeds a line to his enemy, and has a nice clear. Very nice clear. Grumblin's looking a little comfy. He's starting to settle in, getting comfy. The winner of this match will have to take on Mrs. Cola. I would not want to be in that. I mean, she's just a force. So Dudley. You never know what's going to happen. But last year, I mean, what is it, like the last 2 years, Mrs. Cola's always been in the final. So it's just, you never know what's going to happen. All right, Grumblin's looking good here. Nice clear side. Maverick moving along, just trying to find where he can get. He's got a chance to get a flicky right here. If he fills in that line, he'll get himself a good flicky. Oh, he almost fuddles it. Gets the flicky. He's got a chance to clean up the board. Let's see what he does here without flailing with the flicky. So far, so good. Making those doubles. There you go. He's got that line in place. Very clean. Opportunity to good piece placement. He's got a bomb. Another bomb. The power-ups are just flying right now. Bombs and satellites and flickies and just very useful toolbox items. Ooh, that was a very interesting choice to drop that piece there. Maverick creating quite a few holes and coming up on this board on the top of the board here. Meanwhile, Gremlin's just kind of again that methodical kind of slow piece placement. Waiting for this long. If he gets a long piece here, we're gonna see a 4-drop. Whoa! That greed of the 4-drop did not get it. Did not happen there. Covers up that 4-piece. 4-liner. The panic is very real. Maverick is flailing. There is flailing happening, and it's... Oh, there was a possibility to fix that. Maverick goes down. Somebody call Goose. Wait, Goose is dead. We move on to... No, we got one more. It's best of 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's best of 3, so you can't get up yet. You're not allowed to leave yet.
The trauma is not done.
The beating will continue. All right, go ahead and press start on the front there. Select versus mode and begin the next round. So press this way. There you go. Excellent. Round 2, Maverick once again on the left and Gremlin on the right. Nothing like some classic Tetris action for your Saturday afternoon. Very nice. So far, so good. It's been a very nice. We had some great weather up here. I know it's like 40 degrees. Is that really good weather? Yes, it is. It's not snowing. Lord knows, in Michigan, you definitely can get your share of snow and ice. And for being in the middle of February, well, almost in the middle of February, it's kind of magical that we don't even have that right now. Thanks, El Nino. Amiga Cammy in the house. How you doing? Good to see you. You are tuned in to a Pandemic Aid special episode. We are on location at Ferris State University, Big Rapids, Michigan, where we are doing a BLOXEED tournament. Lots of good stuff going on here. We'll see how these two combatants do. They're putting in all that extra work. Once again, Maverick on the left, fighting for survival, versus Grumbling on the right. Yo, he's getting pieces kicked out. Meanwhile, just slow playing that flicky. I've noticed that one of the things that players are doing today, as we are suggesting, they are slow playing the power-ups because they don't have pieces being taken away, and it kind of gives you a little bit of time to breathe. Oh, had a chance to flatten that 3 out. Let's see if he can maybe make some adjustments. Maverick is still making adjustments here. He's still surviving. A little bit of a flail. He's flailing a hair. Meanwhile, just Grumlin made it look easy. Just making it look easy. Just kind of chilling in the cut. And there it is. Maverick has been eliminated. Beautiful work. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out and appreciating and joining the tournament. You will get the Lanzar points for joining the tournament. So we'll make sure we get those in there. Hey, Aviio, what's going on? All right, so we're moving on to the next combatants here. Let's see here. So Maverick and Grumblin with the move up. He's gonna be taking on Mrs. Cola. That is deadly. Moving on to the next. Raz in Gigabyte 24. Raz in Gigabyte 24. Please come to the BLOXEED table. Thank you. All right, we got Gigabyte 24 here, who has just joined us. He's getting ready, and he's had probably some of the most practice here. He's sat down at the old Pandemic Aid table here, so we're just gonna wait on Raz to show up. There he is, coming out of the darkness.
Where am I going?
You're going right here, sir. There you go. All right. So we have Gigabyte 24. He is going to be on the left, and Raz will be on the right. When you're ready to go, press start here. Select versus, but press this button when you're ready to launch.
Yeah, so left one rotates.
But both of them rotate the same direction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Both gentlemen are underway. We have Gigabyte on the left and Raz on the right. There's some good sportsmanship going on right now with Gigabyte giving some of the pro tips to Raz here, kind of helping him out. Again, Gigabyte had himself a little bit more practice today, so we expect him to have a little bit more oomph in his step. Let's go back to my chat so I can see what everybody's saying. Should we start that tournament? Ping Ho in the house. What's going on? Player WM86 as well. Great to see ya. We are live and direct from Ferris State University in Michigan. Big Rapids, Michigan. So hit those buttons, knock out those pieces. There you go. Use those power-ups. Very good. Clears his screen. think Raz doing pretty good right now, with the exception. Oh, hold up here. Gigabyte's got himself the flicky. You could do a lot of fixing with the flicky. You can see we're putting in those bricks. We're filling in those lines. You're just kind of bringing things down to earth. That's just the exact way you need to do it. Very good. On the Raz side, once again, you got that satellite, really useful for clearing up all the blocks. Gets a real clean slate here. Not really producing a lot of blocks on the Raz side. I mean, he's only got 7 lines. Meanwhile, Gigabyte has been fighting a bit for his life. He's got double the amount of lines, and they're both here at the bottom, resetting from the beginning. So let's see what happens between these two combatants. This is a best of 3 single elimination tournament, and this is my 5th year running this tournament for the computer enthusiast group of Ferris State University. It's always a pleasure to host this for the alumni and students alike. They absolutely adore the original arcade hardware. It's a good irony to a room filled with ridiculously expensive, high-powered computers, and you're playing hardware from 1980s, so if not 90s. So it's really cool to kind of see where things have been. Oh my God, Raz has got that satellite. Wonderful. Gets a little bit of breathing room. Meanwhile, Gigabyte still working hard. 22 lines. Just putting in that effort, putting in that extra bit of work. Meanwhile, Raz has a chance here. Gets the 4-liner. Very nice. So here, the music is accentuating the speed and definitely the anxiety of the speed. It will make you start sweating a little bit, and you start making poor decisions when that music in the speed increases. Oh, that was a strategic line drop. Had a chance to do something with that. Hang on, we're not done on the Raz side. So far, there's a chance to try to fix these problems. Can't get that line in. Hold up a second. We got a flicky in the house. Had a chance. Ooh, and pushes him to the top. He gets crammed. Gigabyte just crams him to the top. Doesn't matter if he had a flicky or not to save him. It is what it is. They're discussing how each other lost, and they're immediately moving on to round 2. This is a best of 3 single elimination tournament for BLOXEED. Ping Yo in the house. How are you doing, by the way? How's things in the ping side of the earth? Hopefully it's pretty good. There we go. All right, so far so good. We're seeing Raz make some different decisions this time around. Also learned a couple pro tips for Gigabyte here. Oh, it looks like they have a series of blocks. Those yellow blocks, they definitely will screw with you. If you don't know where to put them, you will definitely run out of space very quickly.
Only 25 people fall, guys. Come on, guys.
There we go. Had a chance to get a 16-ton. Gets that knocked out. That was pretty devastating on the Raz side. He really needed that. Having that weight would have solved some issues. But you know what? That 4-liner definitely will come in handy. Meanwhile, Gigabyte's just dropping eggs from Flicky, making, just having a good time. Just having a good time. Raz gets a nice 4-liner, clears up his side. This is a much more even game this side. If you notice, the lines on each player's side is a lot more even. They're not they're not kind of slow, methodically playing it on one side, and then there's a lot of action on the other. But personally, watching Gigabyte play, he's a bit of a tank. He wasn't afraid to sit down, ask questions, just like jump in the water a little bit early. He wanted to get ahead of everybody, so he had a little bit of extra practice. So we'll see if this practice pays off. We definitely have some threats already in the leaderboards with Mrs. Cola and our last gentleman who was just up here. I know he was in the tournament last year, and man, he was making everybody look a fool. Hold up, Riz got a chance. He's trying to do something with this here. What is he gonna do? He's got a satellite opportunity. If he can land this line with this satellite, and he doesn't. Oh, he had the chance to poke it and get the satellite. Does not. That probably is the end right there. Oh my God, had the chance for the satellite. It was so close. It was so. It is 2 out of 3. Yeah, you're done. Thank you. All right, Raz is eliminated. Gigabyte moves forward in the tournament. That practice is definitely paying off. Now we're gonna find out if we're looking here. Let's take a look. You got that power-up knowledge, yes. And now it is C-Dart versus me. C-Dart to the BLOXEED table. C-Dart to the BLOXEED table. All right, somebody's gonna have to step in as person to talk. There we go. So I'm gonna get on over here. I'm gonna put this on omnidirectional, so you can probably hear me from over here. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. So big thank you for everybody kind of hanging out with us today. C-Dart? Hey! All right. Cool. Hang on. So I'm going to put this on over here. And now it's me in the tournament versus C-Dart. So let's see what happens. Yes, sir.
Well, I haven't played a game since last land.
Since the last one? Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I've technically played before.
He's technically played before. Good luck, sir.
Yes. I don't think it's gonna help.
It's just these two.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter because like which one you push, it'll spin it the same way.
Okay.
Which is like this way. Okay. All right, here we go.
And then to just go down.
Yeah, down to go down, and that's it. All right. Let's turn this up. Dude! No! Brutal. Bomb. Alright. Trying to put all my focus into this game right now. Satellite, there it is. Okay. All right, so I took round number 1, and I'm gonna go. We're moving on to round number 2. Good luck, sir. All right, here we go. Yeah, and now we're just gonna go here, and then I do there.
All right, we're sending call, guys.
All right.
You didn't join, then it sucks to be you.
get my pieces out. Oh, no. So far, so good. Four-piece, yeah. This is bad. This is bad. Yeah.
We don't bring the screen on.
Oh. Good game, dude. Good game. All right.
I had to lose. I'd like to lose for the
You put up a damn good fight. There it is. I move on. Oh my God, I had to put in a little bit of extra effort on that one. Oh my Lord, baby Jesus. Let me tell you, what a hell of a good time here at Ferris State University. For those that have just tuned in, my name is Joel. You're tuned in to Live and Direct from the Pandemicade, where we do arcade hardware, and we brought a whole mobile setup here to the LAN party, and it's always a good time. This is our fifth tournament. So we're moving really quick through our ranks here, and we're going to move forward with Mr. Cola and Reaver. Mr. Cola and Reaver to the table, to the BLOXEED table. All right, so far so good. Making it happen. The Mr. Cola has officially shown up. We have Reaver in the house, both combatants knowing each other. Good to see each other here. Mr. Cola on scene. All right, we are setting this up. We have ASDF Meat says hello.
Oh, that's funny.
ASDF Meat says hello.
With somebody else, but good to see you, man.
They don't totally know, but that's okay. We are getting started here. So when you're ready to go, just press start here. Go to the versus mode and press this button when you're ready to rock. All right, this is best of 3. Both of these gentlemen working extremely hard here at the LAN, whether they are engaged in gaming and or tournaments and prizes. They're definitely putting their time in here at the Computer Enthusiast Group LAN 24 at Ferris State University, which is really awesome. It's a great thing that our buddy Boov does for the kids, for the students and the faculty. It's a real neat event that kind of gets everybody together. Talking about computer games, networking. Today I was talking about arcade hardware. Saving some of this older hardware. Trying to recycle e-waste and stuff like that. So there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of good lessons here, and on top of it, it's a lot of fun as well. Mr. Cole made it look easy. He just pulls out the flicky and let's just clear the screen. He loves the flicky. But a very educational and fun event, and there's lots of prizes. I'm talking, there's an entire room full of prizes. It's absolutely absurd. The amount of hard work the CEG team makes and puts together to get these prizes from those vendors is just unfathomable. From cases to power supplies to SSDs to headphones to really nice keyboards, stickers. I think I may even seen a video card in there, you know, power supplies, you name it. Like, there's always something really nice given away every single year. Just the prize line is really insane. All right, so not really too much to say about these two. They're both just kind of, as we've said, I think the word of the day is methodical. All the players that have been coming into this tournament have been particular about taking their time, and now, and a lot of them are taking their time, but they're succumbing to speed. So that seems to be the kind of common theme for a lot of people today. It's methodical gameplay, but they're succumbing to speed. So let's see if maybe we'll see some adjustments to the gameplay in the later rounds. Reaver. Oh yeah, very good to see enthusiasts. Yes, indubitably. Uh-oh, hold up. Mr. Cola's got that flicky. But Reaver comes around with a 4-liner. Makes it really simple looking. Just kind of making, you know, keeping his house clean. And there's nothing wrong with keeping a house smelling good and clean. Reaver, so for reference, just so that everybody knows, Mr. Cola is on the left, and Reaver is on the right. Mr. Cola's on the left, Reaver is on the right. Reaver had a chance to use that block in the corner. Gets that 4-liner. That 4-liner saved his rump. Gives him a little bit of breathing space here for Reaver. He's got a 16-ton on deck. He's just got to bring that guy on down and see if he can do anything with it. Meanwhile, Reaver is spinning blocks, trying to find places where he can put them. May have created himself a hole where he needs a long block. Let's see if he gets that long block to accomplish that. He gets the long block a little bit too late. Well, in fact, 2 of them. Reaver is flailing. He's reaching the top of the screen here, but don't call it dead yet. He couldn't get that rotate. Couldn't get the rotate again. Push to the top of the screen by Mr. Cola. Mr. Cola takes round number 1.
Making me sweat.
I'm telling you. This is what's happening here, making everybody sweat. BLOXEED always bringing out that, bringing out all that sweat today. So when you're ready to go to versus mode and press start, please. There you go. All right, round number 2, Mr. Cola versus Reaver. Right now, Mr. Cola's up with 1 round. Some serious Battle Tetris action here on Twitch.tv. Not my usual crowd for on the regular, because normally I do stream on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Central. But so we are kind of changing things up just for today. I've been doing this. This is actually my 5th year. Well, not 5th year in a row, but 5th year bringing hardware to this event, and it's always a great time. The wonderful people up here house me and get a chance to eat a good old shoe burger out here at Shoeberg's Bar and Grill. It's a very delicious burger on the cheap. It's a wonderful bar. All right, so Reaver got some work to do here. He's got a chance for a 4-liner. There, it clears up some mistakes. Not so bad. Once again, Reaver likes to keep a clean house. Some of these power-ups are to his detriment. Let's see if he can do something with this flicky opportunity right here. Ooh, had a block taken away from him. All right, gets the flicky. He gets the flicky. This is an opportunity for Reaver to really fix some mistakes here. He's thinking about it. He knows he's got a block coming. Okay, he's got a flicky. Cleans, once again, keeping his house clean. 16-ton coming up. If Reaver can get himself a long piece, he will definitely be able to harness that 16-ton. Meanwhile, Mr. Cola, talk about cleaning house. Hold up, 16-ton in the house. Let's see what he does with this. Perfect placement. Reaver's fighting for his life right now. This is elimination. If hold up, there is another weight opportunity, and Reaver makes a great decision there to kind of clean up some space that he could have fixed with another piece. He didn't want to make a mistake. Meanwhile, Mr. Cola, once again, cleaned house. Just another clean slate. Both players at 21-21 lines. I mean, they're neck and neck, back to back. Ooh, Reaver just got a 16-ton block knocked away by Mr. Cola. This is getting serious now. The heat is on. The sweat is churning. Reaver just staying in that mid zone. Playing conservatively. Okay. He's waiting for that one piece. Doesn't get it. He gets his T piece, which is good. He has a chance to get the satellite if somehow he can make some space on this side here and reduces these two lines. He'll do just fine. Reaver's doing all right, though. He's got some wonderful piece placements. Possible for a chance to get that satellite. He's got to just unearth it right now, but he's trying to hold this off. He unearths that line, gets a 4-liner, brings it down. He turns it around to Mr. Cola. Mr. Cola doesn't know what to do here. Hold up, not yet. Mr. Cola's still pretty good. He gets himself a 1-liner. This Elpley's beautiful drop by Mr. Cola and the 16-ton. What does he get? He gets a swath down his entire playfield. Wow, it just keeps going. Oh, the pressure is on. That was it. Mr. Cola came back.
Making me sweat. Good game.
Holy God. Mr. Cola making everybody sweat, turning up the heat. The Colas advance. Oh my God. The Colas advance. Mr. and Mrs. Cola. You believe this? Wow. Okay, we're moving forward here in this tournament. We're almost through our first bracket. Let's try to report these scores as soon as this thing stops spinning. Mr. Cola advances and moves on. So we're going to be calling up our next two people of J.P. Winkus and Polyper. J.P. Winkus and Polyper to the BLOXEED table. Thank you. All right, J.P. Winkus and Polyper coming in here to make this work. We're starting to fill these brackets out. You see, now we're just looking at round 2 while we're already here. We got Steve Clardy and Sark, Mrs. Cola versus Grumblin', Gigabyte versus me, and then Mr. Cola will play the winner of this round right here. Okay. We got everybody here, or what do we got? Excellent. We got both our combatants in. Let's just adjust the camera for both of these guys. You comfy? You good? I think so. All right. So press your start on over here. And when you go to versus, and when you're ready to go, press any one of these buttons. And these are the buttons you'll be using, just the top two. All right. So we got them briefed. They're ready to rock. Yeah, great to see Mr. Cola alive. Yes, he's doing great. Him and his lady are doing wonderful. It is very busy. So JP Winkus, you are JP Winkus, right? Okay, JP Winkus is on the left, and Polyper is on the right. So JP Winkus on the left, Polyper is on the right. Just gonna call him JP. Makes it a little bit easier. For whatever reason, my nose is running. It's like I don't want to touch my nose if I can be touching an arcade stick. You know what I mean? All right, JP's working his way, just starting to build himself out a place to put some blocks. And at this point, he's flailing a little bit, but he will probably find his way. Polyper's he's a regular to this event. I believe this is like his third. It's like your third event, or second or third.
It's at least
Yeah, it's at least his third. He's definitely the regular to the Pandemicade BLOXEED tournament at CEG. Wow, there is only we have played quite a bit of Tetris right here, and we are only one line in. It's kind of interesting. Both of these contestants are working their way in their. Oh my God, he had a chance to use the line and knocks him out. 4 lines on the board. Polyper continues on. So we're going to do another. It's best of 3 between these two gentlemen. So whenever they're ready, they're going to press start at the end of their sticks and continue. Make sure to go to versus and hit the button. There you go. All right. This is round number 2. The winner of this round goes to take on Mr. Cola. It's pretty deadly. Mr. Cola is the Colas have a Tetris pedigree. I mean, that's just a family thing. It's kind of like they're just used to playing video games all the time, and you never know what Mr. Cola or Mrs. Cola will pull out during their battles today. It would be kind of interesting to see if Mr. versus Mrs. Cola would be kind of a cool seed, and it's very possible it may even happen. If they both win, they'll have to fight each other, which would be husband versus wife BLOXEED battle today. Oh my God, Polyper clears his side. Excuse me. Polyper on the slow play, but got a really good cleared side here. Interesting piece placement by JP. Meanwhile, Polyper's got that bomb. He's going to do whatever he can with it right there. It's a good choice. I mean, if he were playing for points, that would be in his advantage, but we are not playing for points. Looking pretty grim on the opposite side of the screen, on the right side of the left side of the screen here. Wow, what a difference. Polyper moves on. Thank you for being in the tournament. All right, so we move on to the next bracket. Wow. Look at what's happening here. JP gets knocked out. Polyper moves up. All right, so we're going to say a big, huge thanks to everybody for hanging out with us today here on Live and Direct from the Pandemicade, where we are on location at Ferris State University for the CEGCON 24, where we are continuing our BLOXEED tournament for round 2. Steve Clardy and Sark. Come on down to the BLOXEED table for round 2 of the BLOXEED tournament. Thank you. All right, we're getting our battling contestants here, getting ready for round 2. This is round 2. This is a full-on single elimination tournament.
You're from Chicago area?
Yes.
I live in Chicago.
Oh, like whereabouts?
Uptown?
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, so you travel here for the event?
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right, here we go. Steve Clardy and Sark. Okay, so we got Steve, who's going to be on the left, and Sark will be on the right. When you're ready to go, press this here. Go to the versus mode, and you can use any one of these buttons to start. And here we go. Steve is on the left. Sark is on the right. Now, both of these combatants have eliminated somebody. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, wait. Oh, is cable fell out? Do you need to do a restart? You want to restart? Okay. You're good? Are you sure? Okay. All right. His cable came out, but that's all right. We had a small we had a small adjustment problem. It's up. You both good? Yes. Okay. They both say it's okay. They're both continuing. It was early enough that the equipment fault was warranted. Thankfully, we're using serialized controllers, so therefore, when you plug it in, it's just going to work either on or off. And Borderlands asking, is this Sega C2? Yes, it is. We're using the Sega C2 version of BLOXEED. They actually released this game multiple times across various hardware. They released it on the Sega 16B, the Sega System 18, and the C2. So there's actually 3 versions of BLOXEED out there, which is kind of funny. Sega really liked their Tetris. And I think that there's a bit of a thing to be said about Sega and Tetris. A lot of people didn't really think about, because Atari Tetris was such a big influence here in America. All right, so once again, Steve is on the left. We have Stark on the right. Sark's got that satellite and he knows how to use it. Alright, I'm just gonna swing this guy down a little bit. A little easier, just kind of lean in. You can see my over-caffeinated face right now. Both sides pretty even. You have your 12 to 9 lines, and here you go. You got Steve on the attack with that satellite. 16 tons in the opposite side. I mean, there's just might as well just restart the game at this point. But they're doing awesome. They're at the bottom of their play fields. None of them have a lot of mistakes, so we'll see what happens here. See what happens. I think that's kind of the running thing. Is just keep seeing what is happening, because this game consistently surprises you. And truth be told, this is really, I've hosted quite a few fighting tournaments and other arcade tournaments in my past. Also, stuff I've run on my channel and whatnot, but this is all honestly like one of my most favorite arcade tournaments, just mainly for the fact that you just get such a random... Oh! Steve screws him up! Steve screws Sark up! What I was getting to, you get such a random collection of contestants, and everybody has different strengths and weaknesses, so it's always fun to see, who's going to prevail at the end of the game. Oh my God. Sark gets the satellite. Just helps him out. He needed that satellite. Clears some space. Meanwhile, 16 tons, what do you get? Steve feels it. He's putting it in the right spot. Slow plays that 16 ton. Very effective. Gives him a little bit of breathing room there. Meanwhile, Sark on the opposite side. Just the waffling continues. But he's fixing his mistakes. He's still... Ooh! He gets his long piece taken away. Has to put an L in place. Trying to see if he can do something about this. Gets a 4-liner. Makes some space for himself just in time. Sark, once again, coming back. He does waffle, but he's not afraid to fix his problems. Both players get a full-on speed reset. It goes to the... Here we are again. 32, 34 lines. Wow. It started out with a cable coming out of the controller at the beginning of the match, and oh my God, Sark just dropped. They both dropped an L piece to give them some mistake room here. So let's see if they can fix this. Both sides, they're building bridges and you name it. The speed's starting to get to him. Oh, we got that 4-liner over here. Sark is making some room. Puts the long piece, gets a 4-liner, makes some room for himself. Very nice. Gets an L piece to clean up. And of course, Steve comes through with the satellite. Very nice clean play field on Steve's side. Sark gets his bomb taken away. Sark just theft. There are groans and all sorts of ungodly noises coming from these two gentlemen over here. The sweat is flowing. The heat is on. The pressure is serious business. Oh my God, Sark had a chance. One after the other. Just one mistake after mistake. Steve rides it out, both of them, putting down 45 lines apiece. Whoa. Just wow. Nice job. Steve takes first round of the 3. Very good Tetris play. Very good Tetris play. Okay, round 2. Steve on the left, Sark on the right.
All right, we got too many.
You got to play more of this? You should. And if you're going to play more of this, like, definitely get some, see if you can get a couple people together for a real fun tournament. It's a solid game, solid Tetris. Even single player is really not that bad. It's a shallow title. There's really not too much other than just kind of this BLOXEED style of gameplay. But it's fun to just kind of kick off and chill out with. I'm a big fan of all the Tetris clones that are out there, and Lord knows there's a lot of Tetris clones. This, I think, is one of the finest ones that Sega's produced. 16 tons, what do you get? Steve gets a nice, clean playfield. Sark's making his case here in his side. Let's see what he does. Oh, he loses the L piece while he was a little bit of indifferent of where he wants to put that guy. 2 power-ups in line. We have a Flicky and a Satellite. I wonder which one it will give him. He had a chance to put that block down. What is Sark? Sark's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He gets his line. Okay. Meanwhile, Steve's got a real clean side of his playfield. Sark's still trying to figure out what he wants to do. He had a chance! He has, but nope, forget that. He's got the Flicky instead of the Satellite. What is he gonna do? He builds a wall, and not of the good kind. He may have just built himself into a corner at this point. Oh my God, he did it. He shot himself in the foot with Flicky. It was an attempt. Was made. And Steve moves on and eliminates Sark from the tournament. Wow. There was a chance that Flicky could have turned things around. And Flicky ended up being the nail in the coffin. Wow, that was pretty close. You also have Sega's Tetris and Flashpoint on MAME as well. Well, then you should definitely play it. So Steve, Clarney, and Sark just got through. Sark is done. Steve Clarney moves on up. All right, here we go. The match that everybody's been waiting for. This is because everybody wants to see what she's going to do. The current female in the match right now.
Is she gonna?
Hold up here. I got to wait for them to get over the mic here. Mrs. Cola and Grumblin' to the BLOXEED table. Mrs. Cola and Grumblin' to the BLOXEED table. All right, we got Mrs. Cola and Grumblin' to the BLOXEED table. He's wearing the very fashionable Ferris State University, what is that, a soccer jersey? I love it. It's great. With the Ferris State Bulldog. In the CIS-16 version, is any different than the C2? The only differences between the 18, the 16, and the C2 is the audio. I think the C2 has better audio than all of them. Okay, when you're ready to go, yeah, just press start and go to versus, and good luck. Best of 3. Mrs. Cola, you gotta watch out. Here she is. She's back, and she's not leaving. Mrs. Cola is on the left. And Grumblin's on the right. Mrs. Cola's on the left and Grumblin's on the right. Yeah, Ribbit's a great game on the Sega C2. It's a real solid game. It's basically like Frogger 2. There's a lot of really just solid titles on the C2. They're not very deep titles, but their playability's sake is just real top tier gaming. There's a niche Japanese shooter on the C2 I like a lot. I wish I knew the name. I just do not. All right, Grumblin's working with a Flicky, just taking his time. As you should with the power-ups. You want to milk the power-ups as best of your ability. All right, here Grumblin finally makes his first mistake. Don't matter. He's got the 4-liner, which helps him clean up a bit. Meanwhile, Mrs. Cola's building a small wall. She gets herself a long piece, and it's gonna be she's gonna be starting to send some pieces on over. And there it is. There it is. She gets it with the flicky as well. Let's see if she can fill this one up. Without delay, Mrs. Cola's working with that flicky, just dropping blocks, clearing all of the area and space of her playfield. She doesn't completely get it covered, but that's fine. She's still in very good position here. Got herself a 4-liner. Ooh, doesn't have a chance to use it. Yeah, Thunder Force AC. Hey, questionable leftovers. What's going on, man? All right, Grumbling is making it happen here. Ooh, got his line taken away by Mrs. Cola. She's fighting and clawing and scratching extremely hard. But you know what? That doesn't matter because here comes the satellite. He could have used the satellite to clear up that one single block. Had a chance, doesn't get the chance to do, but that's okay. Still has some space to work. Grumbling still got space to work here. He's waiting for those square blocks. Uses it to his advantage. Has a chance to put a bomb down. Oh, he had a chance to put the bomb down. The bomb is still good. Still can use this bomb right here. Let's see what he does with it. Good positioning for that bomb. Clears that line. Ooh, ooh. Miss Cola took away that Z piece he really needed. Makes a mistake. Oh, it's getting real tight here. Tight formation. Gets that line, drops it in, gets some breathing room. Tries to flip, can't do it! Can't do it, it's okay. Still working, still has room to work. Oh my God, the slowdown is here. They've made it to the speed reset, but not... Mrs. Cola was able to do it. Oh my God, what an absolute, just, my jaw is through the floor. Grumbling goes down. Grumbling goes down, could not make it to the speed reset. Mrs. Cola coming in with daggers. Just deadly. Here we go, she's up 1 and is a chance to take out Grumbling right here. Do you mind putting in some coins and just pressing that metal, those metal buttons, just the other one. Yeah, there you go, thank you. Okay, will you put some more money in the machine? We're ready to go here. Mrs. Cola versus Grumbling. Let's get this done. Mrs. Cola's up 1. She's already eliminated somebody, so you never know. You never know who else could get eliminated here at Ferris State's 5th annual Pandemicade BLOXEED tournament. Yeah, there's not much. This tournament is intense. I appreciate you're enjoying the intensity. It's pretty hyped too. It gets a really good crowd. Everybody here is very receptive to it. I love coming back for this one. I bring a lot of equipment, like a lot of equipment. Basically, a small arcade's worth of equipment, super gun, CRT, projection system, you name it, including the streaming computer, microphone, just everything to bring this remote tournament to you folks live and direct from the Pandemicade. Glad to have you. Miss Cola was looking good there for a second, gets some pieces knocked out. Meanwhile, Grumbling still putting up a good fight, but Mrs. Cola's still coming back. Oh, Grumbling has a misplace. Let's see if he can fix his way out of this here. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to be able to be fixed here. Miss Cola drops another piece on it. It's over. It's over. It's over. Grumbling's been eliminated. Grumbling's been eliminated. Grumbling's been eliminated, and Mrs. Cola moves on. The silent assassin continues her reign of terror. My God. Every time Miss Cola's in this tournament, man, she's just deadly. As I said earlier, just deadly. She advances. She moves on. It looks like Clarney versus Cola is going to be pretty deadly. Okay, here we go. Gigabyte 24 to the BLOXEED table. Gigabyte 24 to the BLOXEED table. Gigabyte 24 versus me. DJ Psycho M1, that's me, aka Joel, who I'm in this tournament too. So yes, I am good at these games, but I have been defeated. So it gives everybody a chance, and also everybody gets participation points and things like that for. They get participation points for the raffle at the end of the game and things like that. Do you mind taking a second player?
Am I against you?
Yeah, you're against me. Okay, so I'm going to put this on Omni, and we're going to go to the CEG main screen here. And, yeah.
Absolutely no challenge for him.
Here we go. Whoa!
Thank you, sir, for your service. Look at you. Ball guy master up in
Okay.
here. Profound Daggers. Daggers just takes those big leap of faith. Makes it home
here we go.
at the end.
Let's see here.
Who, though, is not going home.
All right, so I'm just going to put this over here. I'm not going to talk over my own tournament. I think that would be unfair since we don't got anybody to talk on my tournament. But anyways, I will be I'll be playing this one against right now Gigabyte 24. You want to be your
Do you need
yeah, I could use it. Mr. Cola, yes.
All right, well,
Mr. Cola
we'll
for the
go ahead.
commentary.
We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
talk about how this is going. That's if I can figure out your.
My headphones.
How do you
they
headphones?
They swing around.
Ah,
Yes, and your audio for the headphones is right here.
okay.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. I am not that tall. No,
Put this to. There you
definitely not that tall. All right,
ready to go?
time for some BLOXEED.
go. Mr. Cola in the house.
Boy, has this been a hype tourney so far. I mean, every year it is, honestly, but this year even more so. I gotta find where you got your chat here so I can say hi to folks.
It's over there.
Oh, just on your left. Yep, gotcha.
Tap. There you go.
He needs an adult. He needs an adult, right?
All right. Well, you know, sometimes our BLOXEED rounds don't start the way we like, and that's totally okay. You got the whole round to go. But we got Psycho M1, I believe, on the left, and who's our second competitor here? I forget your name, sir. Gigabyte.
24.
Gigabyte 24. That is correct.
Like the motherboard.
Like the motherboard,
The best
or the villain in Reboot.
That's very particular.
But that's like the upgraded version of Megabyte, you know. Hey, how's it going, Borderline? Good to see you, man. But yes, looks like Psycho's building some towers, which is a dangerous proposition. But it's all coming.
Oh no!
Oh, he thought. Oh no!
I screwed up.
Oh no! He barely saves it there. He truly must have thought that was the flicky to get you to clear out lines, but no, it was Mr. Satellite, and he's pulling it out. He's making it happen, making it look easy. No big deal.
I'm just as capable of screwing up in this game as anybody else.
Oh, absolutely.
It's rough.
I mean, especially once this starts, like, you know, flying at you. And you know, it's really easy to be spectating and be like, yeah, I would have done that. But, like, in the heat of the moment when you're playing, you just don't see those things, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Creeping in just by the hair on his chinny chin chins. And did a nice clear out there, though. Still very much anyone's game, though. Very even in lines. Although Psycho is 3 levels ahead currently. Fair bit amount more score as well. So the thing that Psycho's going to really have to watch out for is the speed here. It's definitely going to be hitting him first, but that's going to leave Gigabyte with an opportunity to try to clear some stuff out here. And he's slowly making his way downtown. Ooh. Oh, and no relief for Gigabyte as Joel just sends some more garbage over, kicks some pieces, says, no, I'm sorry. That's enough of that. Oh, and I think this might be it for Gigabyte for the first round. And that is Psycho 1, Gigabyte 0. So it's best 2 of 3. So we got another chance here for Gigabyte, and Joel really he was up against the ropes because of just a slight misread, honestly. He gets so excited for that power up.
I thought it was a satellite, and then the flicky ended up. It was not a satellite. It was a flicky. No.
Ooh, and now Gigabyte's got it nice and clean here, getting a clean board. But Joel gets the line just in time, so Gigabyte's got a bunch of garbage again. A couple of power-ups out for Joel. Looks like 2 16-tonners. Let's see what he does with them. Cleans off the right side. And Gigabyte, he's got a bit of garbage on his right side, but if he can get that cleared off, he's got an opportunity for some pretty big wins here. So let's see if we can get him to pull it off. Ooh, a nice 4 clear there. The power-ups really can make or break you a bit in this. They're absolutely something that you should be paying attention to if you've never played this version of Tetris. Ooh, and Gigabyte gets a nice Tetris there, keeping Joel on his toes. I think Psycho was really hoping for that flicky there, but just not quite enough to get that power up out. He's looking for some particular pieces, but all it's getting in him is flicky. There we go. It's time for flicky. However, with great flicky power comes great flicky responsibility. Don't build mountains for yourself, as we found in round 1. Oh, he made it work here. Although it seems like, unfortunately, things are falling apart a little bit for Gigabyte, and it's just getting too dense. He fought valiantly, but just couldn't quite get it in the end. GG's to both.
My God.
Excellent work.
Let's see here.
So Psycho M1
I'm gonna take
advances,
back. Yeah,
and we'll give you back to Psycho here.
You're next.
Because I'm next.
You are next.
All right, I'm gonna go play some shaky Tetris.
Thanks, dude.
There we are.
Appreciate it.
Hey, no worries.
We always have the smooth sounds of Mr. Cola, one of the mellow fellows of Twitch.tv. Great to see him. We have next on the agenda, Polyper. Please come to the BLOXEED table. Polyper, please come to the BLOXEED table.
Polyper is currently playing Fall Guys.
Ooh.
He'll be there shortly.
Okay. We're going to have to take a small side break, and that's okay. That's okay. So we're just going to do a quick look at this tournament structure here. We got Steve Clarney versus Mrs. Cola, and then I am there in the semifinals versus the winner of this round. And it's going to... Oh, hold up. Polyper just showed up. Polyper just showed up. He is on scene. He is on scene. Polyper is making his way... He's made his way to the BLOXEED tournament. So yes, we are in our final, almost our final round here. We're just about to close out round 2, and my my microphone arm is about to fall off the table. Let me fix this here.
Big brain plays. Can Ricochet stay on point? Will his smooth brain cause him to fail?
Smooth brain.
His team from the Ramrod squad is calling out his name. Wanting him to win for recruiting glory.
That's much better. It was about to fall off the table there. That wasn't going to be safe. We could have safety guaranteed here. Okay, so we have Polyper and Mr. Cola in the house, ready to do this. Let's just get this camera set up for these two gentlemen. All right, let's do it. Mr. Cola on the left, Polyper on the right. As you can hear, there's a big elimination there. Roller coaster of emotions. You ain't kidding me. Creeping through by a short margin. It just happens.
Thank you for playing this ball, guys.
Mr. Cola is looking pretty good so far. I mean, both players are not putting up any lines. They're just kind of slowly putting their pieces down, feeling it out. Feeling it out. Feels good. Feels good today. Feels good in Big Rapids, Michigan. Amazing games being played today. Just so many wonderful games. Big shout out to the Ferris State University IT crew and computer enthusiast group for hosting yet another successful event. All right. Polyper is no stranger to this event, to this specific tournament per se. Neither is Mr. Cole. And it's funny because, again, some of the regulars from the tournament, of course, are in the finals. So we were hoping, maybe we would have seen some fresh blood this year, which we did. We had a total of 16 contestants for this tournament, and everybody gets participation points for trophies and or prizes and things like that, and giveaways and things. So it's kind of nice. There's just so much you can win. I think last year I ended up winning like a pair of headphones and stuff, and there's something else like a keyboard or something I ended up winning. I gave it to the guy in second place. I think that was maybe Clawkins that got first place, second/first place last year. Mr. Cola using that flicky with effective, just effectively using that flicky, clearing his space. It's funny because both of them have only, 22 to 19, 24 to 19, and we're not really paying too much attention to the score. The score is not really important in the tournament structure. I don't believe it adds any rank or anything in particular. It's just you got what you got, and each player has the same pieces that they're receiving. Mr. Cola is kind of getting pushed around. He's getting pushed around. He's getting pushed to the top of the screen. He's got a chance to get a four-liner. There he goes. Gets a four-liner, brings it back on down. Mr. Cola's on the attack now. The speed is increasing. They got 2 levels of speed on Mr. Cola's side before he gets a little bit of a reprieve. And he's in a great position to kind of make this work. Oh, wow. 16 tons. What do you get? I wonder where you're going to put this guy. Polyper is not going down without a fight, and neither is Mr. Cola, that's for sure. Mr. Cola with that satellite doesn't completely clear his play space, but doesn't there are no mistakes on his side. Polyper again, oh, there we go. We got the speed reset on Polyper's side. First to get the speed reset before Mr. Cola. What a turnaround. Meanwhile, Mr. Cola is still trying to shave that speed off. Polyper is just kind of chilling in the cut, man. I mean, he might as well, he just kind of chilling out on the beach. Okay, both of them have made it to finally level 10. Polyper's on level 11. Mr. Cola's got some relax. He can relax now. Pour himself a nice icy cup of Mr. Cola because he's ready to chill out. Delicious. All right. Polyper and Mr. Cola neck and neck here. Same level, almost same amount of lines. Hold up. Mr. Cola's got a flicky. Let's see what he can do with it. He pulls off 3 lines. Not so bad. Crashes the flicky, but he's still in real good shape here. Has a chance to get a triple. Sends that on over to Polyper. Meanwhile, Polyper is just like, hey, whatever, 16 ton. But that 3-liner shows right up, right below that, right after that weight comes on through. Doesn't help him. Mr. Cola on the flicky attack here. Nice cleanup. Polyper's still fighting that 3 set of blocks, but not anymore. 16 tons. Slow plays the weight. And he's succumbing to that speed, because once again, that speed is pedal to the metal. Level 14, I mean, it turns right back on. That heat, that spicy BLOXEED heat, making these opponents sweat. Hold up, there's a four-way by Polyper. Boom! Polyper's making some room. Now here comes the mistakes, because the speed is gonna bring those mistakes on. It's trying to kick these gentlemen off the arcade board. Oh, Polyper's trying to make adjustments on the fly at speed. He's doing his best. He's got a chance to get a bomb there. Don't know if he can do it with the bite. Can't do it. He can't get that line in there. Polyper's struggling. Slow playing and hoping that Mr. Cola screws up. He's trying to put his pieces wherever he can. Polyper is working his way, gets himself a Flicky. What is going on? What is going on? He has a chance. Flicky's moving too fast. Too fast for him. Still holding out. Still holding out Mr. Cola. Mr. Cola's still trying to put his pieces down too. Oh my God, Polyper just cleans the line. And there you go. Mr. Cola's struggling at the top of the screen too, also fighting off. He's got a chance for a 16-piece. Doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. Wow. Wow.
That was fantastic.
Wow. Both getting up to level 17 on each side. The sweat is real. Wow. Polyper versus Mr. Cola. Who'd have thought this was going to be the rumble in the jungle? Woo. It just, everybody's popping off here. Right now, Polyper's up 1 round. This is 3 rounds here, you know, except in the finals. So, big GG. These two gentlemen ready for battle again.
Let's get this going.
The pressure is incredibly real. Super hype. Hopefully we get some good hype in the chat. I don't know if anybody else is really kind of paying attention out there, but hey, whatever. It don't matter. It's all for the VOD. But regardless, man, just great gameplay by these competitors. Once again, Mr. Cola in the hoodie and red shirt is on the left, and Polyper is on the right. Mr. Cola sending lines on over to Polyper, just saying, "Hey, how you doing, neighbor?" It was not a friendly welcome. Meanwhile, Polyper's just like, "Nah, dude." Sends him right on back. We got a Flicky in the house. Let's see if Mr. Cola does something with the Flicky. Polyper's got himself 16 ton. He gets a chance to clear a mistake. At this point, I'm going to say both of these players are doing pretty good here. Mr. Cola makes good use of that Flicky, clears up his side of the screen. Ooh, Lord. Okay. Polyper slow playing his pieces, just trying to keep that methodical nature going. He's got a chance for a 4-piece. Boom, boom, boom. Clears up some mistakes. He's got room to work. Mr. Cola on a double throws an L piece away from Polyper. Not so bad. Mr. Cola's working his way down to that 4-liner. Has a chance to possibly get it there. Doesn't pull it off. Instead, he wants to get that double with that extra little bit of point value. Send those lines on over to Polyper. Polyper's got a chance for a Flicky right here. Let's see what he does. Making some nice room there. Very nice. Very nice. Clears his playfield. Polyper's got a full-on clear playfield. Meanwhile, Mr. Cola still putting in the work. Getting a lot of square blocks there. He's trying to figure out where he can put those. He mitigates that problem. Once again, Polyper clears his playfield again. Another double by Mr. Cola with a 4-liner. Whoa! Loses the bomb. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. Hang on here. Mr. Cola still calmly working through his troubles, and he's looking for a line piece here. Let's see if he gets on with his line piece. Boom. Okay, that speed. Here comes the speed. It's getting hot. Right now, Polyper is holding Mr. Cola to the fire. at this point, and it's up to him to make some adjustments and fix some of these problems right now because it is starting to show some weaknesses in his game. Mr. Cola gets the spin with the satellite. Oh my God, it's a chance. He's a chance to come back, chance to do something, but it's still enough to buy him some room. Gets the 16 in there. Oh, but it's not good enough. Can he get the line in? Hold up, it's not done. It's not done. Mr. Cola gives up. It's over. Oh my God. Polyper moves on. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to take on Polyper. Deadly. Good games. Oh my God. I don't know how people cannot be so hyped going on right now. Holy crap. Like the hype is off the charts here at the LAN. We are in the final, right? We are in the finals of the semifinals here, excuse me. Let's take a look. All right. Steve Clarney and Mrs. Cola for the semifinals of the BLOXEED tournament. Come to the table. Steve Clarney and Mrs. Cola to the semifinals of the BLOXEED table. Let's go. All right. Mrs. Cola coming in. The silent assassin. And then we got Steve. Let's see if Steve can handle the silent assassin. What's she gonna do? All right, here we go. Without question, she starts the round. We are in the semifinals. So this is, I think we have to do like a battle for second place somehow. I have to figure that out after this. Regardless, no. Actually, no. The tournament will separate that anyways. Who lost last, right? So there we go. Actually, no, I think we have to do a second, maybe third player. I'll have to figure that out. So this is technically a, the loser of this has to fight the loser of the other semifinalist. Just to determine who is third place, I believe we'll do. And we'll try to figure that out. So so we have Steve on the left, Mrs. Cola on the right. Oh my God, hold up. This game just turned around. What happened here? What just happened here? Mrs. Cola, what? Hold up a second. Mrs. Cola was struggling. It was within a blink of an eye, and she turns the game around on Steve, just completely just shoves. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there's just multiple pieces. She just sent so much garbage on over. My God. Okay. Mrs. Cola with a potential elimination under her belt to move on to the finals. I remember, I believe it was like the year from last, taking on Mrs. Cola in one of the semifinals rounds, and frightening is all I could really say. She's a hell of a good Tetris player, and you never know what she's gonna pull out. I mean, you just saw clearly what just happened there to poor Steve. In the blink of an eye, his game was over. So you can see she's building up her wall. She's trying to figure out how she can maximize the damage in sending the junk pieces on over. All right, Steve's got a chance for a 4-liner right here. Boom. Clears his side and even gets that extra line there to bring him to the bottom. Feeling good, looking good on Steve's side. Mrs. Cole on the other hand got her junk block. She got a 5-line of junk blocks sent to her. She's got to mitigate right now. She's looking for that single line. Ooh, she's having pieces thrown out, and she's being forced to the top. What is happening? This game is turning around. This game's turning around. She's trying to shave off as many lines as she can to make her, to just give her some breathing space. No. Steve says no. But she's like, no either. She just comes back, puts a 4-liner down. Still feeling it. Still looking good. Both these contestants putting in all the hard work. Mrs. Cola turning it around again. He's making Steve sweat. Hold up, we got a flicky in the house on Steve's side. He gets a nice line. He's filling them out. Very good. He can do it. He can do it. He does it. He clears his side. Oh my God, uses that flicky to his advantage. But then Mrs. Cola says, excuse me, here's another 4. She's just feeding them those junk lines. What is gonna happen? Who is gonna win? Who's gonna walk away with the BLOXEED Tournament Championship? Steve's got to be careful on those rotates. Almost got himself into trouble. He had a chance to do that line. He's going to do a line right here for a 16-ton. What do you get? He makes himself a little bit of room. Meanwhile, Mrs. Cola on the attack again, gets another 4-liner. She doesn't quit. Just doesn't quit. It's like a diesel locomotive. Just trucking on through the snowstorm. Methodically putting her pieces where they need to go. She's got a chance for a bomb right there. Looking good. Just flatten her out. Let's see if puts that line down. Gets that bomb. Really good. Gets the bomb. Trying to figure out where it can go. Perfect placement for that bomb. Makes some room. Meanwhile, Steve's suffering. Steve's suffering up to the top. Oh my God. Mrs. Cola with an easy double elimination. She moves on to the grand finals. My God. The silent assassin. Mrs. Cola moves on to the grand finals. Now it is time for me versus Polyper. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to fight Polyper in this. It's going to be just disgusting. Hang on. Hey, where's Mr. Cola or somebody? Anybody want to be my, yes? You want to be my, okay. We're down to, we're in our semifinals. I'm in the semifinal, and then it's going to be the grand finals.
Okay, so you have, like, semifinals is 4 people, right?
Yeah, so we have, it's, we just got done with this one.
Okay.
Mrs. Cole is now in the grand finals, and now it's between us two.
Okay, make sure that Steve and whoever loses play for losers for third and fourth.
Right. For third place.
For third and fourth place, yeah.
Yes. Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm going to put this on over here, and we're going to try to get this in. So, good luck. Oh, my God. Just this tournament, I'm telling you. Dude, look forward to it. Put a couple more quarters in it. Okay, here we go. All right. You ready? I'm ready. Okay. Best of 3, here we go. Better late than never. Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Confusing headphones. I did it again. What did I do? What have I done? Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. All right, so we are at the semifinals with last year's reigning champion, DJ Psycho M1, and this year's, what I would say, competitor to beat, aside from my wife. Polyper gave me a run for my money.
Oh, no!
Oh, and Joel with the T-piece, just not exactly where he wanted it there. Oh, but Polyper's like, yeah, we're gonna play flicky. And a nice clear board over there, trying to get a little bit of extra points for funsies. But Joel gets the satellite and says, I want a clean board too. And he makes it happen for himself. So they're both pretty evenly matched at the moment, but Polyper's back up to a nice big stack and a Tetris heading towards Joel. See what he can do to deal with that. He's got a satellite waiting for him and making full use of that. Clearing her out there.
Oh, it's too bad it didn't.
Oh, but of course there was garbage from Polyper waiting.
You can have that garbage
That
right
he
back,
that he
Mama.
just decided, hey, You know, that would look a lot better on your side of the screen.
Even on your side of the fence.
So putting some pressure on Polyper here. Polyper's ahead in lines at the moment, which probably has given him a little bit more pressure. Speed-wise, there's a nice 4 clear. And Joel with the flicky. Let's see what he can do. Very effective way to kind of set you up for some stuff later. And really, get some extra points here. And boy, them shmup fingers be shooting. Schmuppin'. Still seeming to be very much anyone's game, but Polyper getting pushed to the edge here. But we got power-ups. We don't need to worry about stuff. He just shrugs it off like it's no big deal. He had a plan for that line, or that kind of snaky piece. Snaky piece. the technical term. But Polyper still coming back. But Psycho really on his game here, getting stuff cleaned out and having a nice clean board overall. But the minute I say something, everything changes. You know, they say if you don't like the weather in Michigan, wait 5 minutes. Well, if you don't like your standing in BLOXEED, wait 5 seconds.
What?
I know they say that everywhere, but we say it here as well. All right, a bomb over on Psycho's side. And a 16-ton weight on Polyper's side, a little bit more effective for him, I think. But he's just using this as an opportunity to take a break, take a much-needed breather. And honestly, sometimes in this game, you got to take those. You're sweating, your pulse is real high. Yeah, those frantic button presses, Mom's secret recipe, absolutely straight from Psycho's side. Psycho's looking at a bit more garbage here, but he's got the speed. Polyper has already pushed through all of that spiciness, and is just having a nice little walk in the park now, hanging out. Whereas Joel's fighting for his life, and here comes the satellite. Ooh, fairly effective. Doesn't quite get the full clear, but enough that he can make something happen here. We are back playing the feud here. Again, even though sometimes it looks like some of these competitors are on the ropes, the power-ups can really change the tide. Polyper got a flicky coming towards him. So let's see what he ends up doing with that. Filling in those blank spaces. And Psycho's finally through all of that speed. Unfortunately, I think that was another case of the flicky versus the satellite. Sometimes visually you just kind of think it's one or the other, and you're hoping you're clearing, but not quite. And Polyper, he's definitely on the ropes now, but still managing to make clears. A nice line clear, but it's really high and just couldn't quite rotate that T-piece. Psycho wins the first round.
I'm shaking.
I know. Yeah, the adrenaline is real.
Woo!
Absolutely.
You had me scared as shit. Look at that, 77 to 66.
77 to 66.
Oh my
very,
God.
very even.
Oh my God.
You got 3 satellites. I just wanted one.
Yeah, there was that bomb that if I didn't get that bomb, it would have been over. You would have just... Because right after that bomb, you gave me like 3 Tetrises in a row, and I just had to fight through that.
Yeah, absolutely. Mom's secret recipe. It's intense, the most intense. Block seeding for sure. And just we've called this battle Tetris to explain to people what it is. And this tourney is always a ton of fun.
It's hype.
It's hype as heck.
Yeah, it brings everybody to the table.
And it's, you know, Tetris is one of those universals to a certain extent. I think all of us who are into video games, you know, it's pretty unavoidable, easy to learn, tough to master, and I mean, I know I've been playing it since I was 5 years old and got a Game Boy. And there are many Tetrises I love. BLOXEED is great. What is my favorite Tetris? That is really tough. I think I really do like Tetris Plus a lot.
Ooh, Jalico.
Yeah, Jalico Tetris. BLOXEED's up there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with BLOXEED. But my recent obsession, as you know, has been Tetris DX on the Game Boy.
Yeah, that's pure Tetris. Right
And
there.
that's been a lot of fun playing marathon mode. Everybody taking their time here, which honestly is not a bad idea. When it comes to BLOXEED, you can kind of become your own worst enemy and get that speed pushed up. What's my DX high score? I've gotten a little over 200 lines. I've seen the what's it called? The big space shuttle that you get to launch. I love those little cutscenes. Oh, we got Polyper pretty high, but all it takes is a line or something else to clear her out here. Let's see what he ends up doing. Joel's just waiting. Yeah, that's smart. So he's got Flicky, and Flicky's gonna say goodbye to that entire stack. Another Tetris that I don't think gets talked about enough is Disney's Magical Tetris on the N64. Also, it's like there's some N64 derivative hardware too on the arcade side of things. I love the music in that. There's a couple like D&B tunes that are just really good. It doesn't really sound like the music you'd think for a Disney game.
That was Eureka that made that.
It's the music. The guy who did the music did some music for like one of the Alpha games or something. Yeah, it's crazy. Street Fighter Alpha, that is. All right. Well, Joel having to clear out some more, and now it's time for Polyper's walk in the park. And just as soon as I say that, Joel has a nice clear with those 4 lines, and Polyper's coming right back at him with a flicky. And I think we're going to see a full screen clear on the right, and we do. Just getting a little bit of extra points.
Yeah, buddy, let's go.
And we got a full screen clear on the left. We are absolutely neck and neck here. 46 to 37 lines though, so Psycho a little ahead of the pack, and he kind of got lucky there. I think that kick might have helped him.
It did help.
Because he was just about to place that line in a non-advantageous spot, and you know, when you clear lines in BLOXEED, occasionally you'll see the other opponent kick your piece away, and that really can screw you up. But in Psycho's case, I think it saved him a little. All right, Polyper getting a line, but just a little later than he really wanted to. And, well, he gets another one just a few pieces in, and now Joel's the one hoping for lines. But we're just gonna do, zigzags, and here's one. Oh, and a 4-piece. And things are looking a lot better on Joel's side. He was up against the ropes, but no. Again, we are back in a nice Tetris from Psycho M1. And Polyper coming right back, though, and saying no. Now, how about a Tetris from me, sir? And a Tetris goes over to Psycho. Hey, Meats, how you doing? Good evening.
Oh, he took away my best block.
And oh no, another awful kick for Psycho. And BLOXEED giveth and BLOXEED taketh away. Mostly taketh away, to be honest.
Oh, I can't.
And yeah, there's another thing to kind of keep in mind with this. As much as you might think that like you can always spin your pieces, I've definitely found in this, at a certain speed level, it kind of becomes hard to spin, or harder to spin than you might think.
Yep.
The movement's just a little bit slower than some of the other Tetrises you might be familiar with. Oh, and Joel is on the ropes. Polyper Clearing things out, but don't count out Psycho. Oh, he's got a nice... Oh, we're making it happen, Captain. Oh, if only that line would have flipped. And another square. And he tried to keep it going for as long as possible. Oh. And the upset of 2024.
No way.
Polyper taking out Psycho M1 himself.
Not yet.
So
not yet. It's
not
one
yet.
and one.
Almost. At least 1 and 1.
Oh
Sorry.
my God.
Was it 1 and? I thought we did.
Yeah, it's one
I thought
and
he had
one.
2. Okay, 1 and 1.
Wait,
Sorry.
Well, I took one. Yeah.
You took 1. So yeah, sorry. 1 and 1. My bad. So we're even now.
You're putting up some freaking good.
I don't know. I
Tetris
feel
here.
like I've been through like 10
Let's go.
10 or
Winner,
11
this
of
goes to
these
Mrs.
rounds
Colin,
now.
And then the second place. I'm sorry, the third and fourth place have to battle each other too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You ready? Let's go, Bubba. All right.
All right. And we're back to square one. Joel's getting himself set up. Whereas for some Tetrises, it looks like some bigger clears. Whereas Polyper's going on the slow boat, just taking his time, clearing it out as he can here. He doesn't want to get too high with the lines. I mean, it's a dangerous game you're playing sometimes. That risk reward, and Psycho finding the line he so was hoping for. The game playing the scary music because he's so close to the top, but we no longer get to hear that theme, and Psycho's back to the races. But Polyper has to deal with all this garbage coming from Psycho, but a nice clear there. Oh, if only those pieces would have came out just slightly different for Polyper, he probably could have had a better clear. But he's making it happen. And Joel's just taking this time to try to rebuild a little. He's got a satellite kind of in the weights. Polyper with a 16-ton possible. So we'll see if he pulls that out. And Psycho getting pushed up closer.
Scores are posted.
Here comes the weight over on Polyper's side and clears out a little bit of space. But I think we're starting to see some nerves. But Psycho with the flicky and gets a fair bit of clear. But I don't think that's exactly what he wanted. And we're gonna have to make some decisions. Trademark. Both competitors honestly having to make some decisions that aren't exactly what you'd like to do, but it's absolutely a game of how do you recover. And Flicky helping a little, but we're in rough shape. Oh, Psycho's pretty full, but the 16-ton. It gives him a space to put things places. Polyper also, at this point, near the top. So right now, really, it's just both competitors trying to hang on. The scary music coming out for Polyper. And,
Dude.
Boy. And I honestly think that last round must have taken everything out of both of you because,
Oh my God.
boy, it was a little bit of a different dynamic the second game, but
So,
man,
Polyper's got to stay here for because we got to have third and fourth place battle.
okay. So we're going to see who wins third and fourth.
Yes. So right now we need to have. Let's see.
So it looks like the finals will be Mrs. Cola versus Psycho M1.
I'm worried about this match. All right. So
I would be worried
Polyper
too.
versus Steve. Come on up. Oh, there you go.
So yeah, right now we're going to determine third place.
Yes.
With Steve Clarney versus Polyper. And I'm going to hand you back to Psycho M1 for some more commentary.
There you go.
But yeah, stay tuned for some BLOXEED.
There you go.
go. Steve versus Polyper. Man, I'm sweating here. My hands are shaking. Ooh. I can tell you, BLOXEED brings all of the hard work. Like, you're playing just, man, my nose. You know it's serious business when your nose is running. It's like a shmup, you know, like, you're just not breathing. You're just not breathing at all. And let me tell you, you got Steve versus Polyper. This is battle for 3rd and 4th place here. This is just going to be a best of 3. The final battle will be best of 5 versus Mrs. Cola and me. Unexpected, but also expected because, you know, Mrs. Cole is pretty just amazing at Tetris, and every single year that I've been doing this for the last 5 years, she's just been on top of her game. So you got to be careful when you're fighting somebody like that, and never know what she's gonna pull out. Speaking of that, both of these gentlemen working very gingerly. We got Steve. He's got his flicky. He's trying to make some stuff happen here. He's gonna start dropping some. We got double piece, sending some garbage on over to Polyper, just making Polyper think a little bit. He's got his bomb. He's slow playing his bomb. I don't blame him. I'd slow play that bomb too. Both players are exchanging pro tips between each other to see, you know, to kind of see where their strengths and weaknesses are. Steve right there with the bomb, looking good. Looking good with that bomb there. Makes himself some room. You like the music? Yeah, it's kind of like classic old Sega music. By the way, for all those people that are just joining us here, by the way, my name is Joel, aka DJ Psycho M1. I've brought a whole ton of arcade equipment out here to Ferris State University for CEGCON, Computer Enthusiast Group, where we have a tournament, a bunch of tournaments. We had a humongous LAN party behind us, be over 100 attendees with their computers here in the room. Just awesome stuff. Everybody's just having a stellar time. Lots of prizes from various vendors. Just the donations are off the chain. So we're in the final semifinals right now. Well, this is the semifinals to determine 3rd and 4th place between Polyper and Steve. We have Steve on the left and Polyper on the right. Polyper definitely is no slouch in this game. After just taking him on right now, man, it was back and forth. Just does not quit. Always seems to have a solution at the last minute when you think you got him knocked out. He's got himself a power up. Look at this. He's got the four liner right there. Boom. Make some room for himself. He's turning the game around on Steve, making him sweat. If Steve can pull off this line, that 16-piece there, he'll be in pretty good shape. There he goes, that 16-piece. What's he gonna do with it? I think I know exactly where it is. Perfect location. Meanwhile, Polyper tosses 3 at him just to screw with him. And here we are again. You know, he's trying to make some room. Polyper is in this. He got the speed slowdown, but Steve does not. So Steve's gonna be stuck with this speed all the way up till 8. But you know what? Screw that. He said screw that. I got a satellite. I'm gonna be looking in and spying on all of your Tetrises. He clears his board. Just absolutely clears his board. What are you gonna do? Puts Polyper on notice. Polyper's just like, you know what, dude? No, I don't give a crap. I got a flicky. I'm dropping eggs and blocks. We're making this. We're clearing this up. Both these gentlemen putting up A+ Tetris right here. These BLOXEED power-ups, as Mr. Coley was saying, you know, they will turn the tide. They will change the game. You know, there is a reason why this is one of the best battle Tetris variants out there. And it's kind of a sleeper, too. I don't believe this ever really came to, like, any United States game consoles or anything. So it's a very unique variant of Tetris, and I think it's mainly just because probably Nintendo had all the rights to Tetris and all that goofiness at the time. So it's always nice to bring this variant, and it gets people kind of really thinking about Tetris a little bit differently. Having those power-ups just completely shifts the focus of the game versus just sending junk pieces. All right, so Steve's got himself into a little bit of a situation where he needs a long piece right away or an L. He's got his long piece. There it is. Boom. He's got a bomb or the 16-ton. He's got the 16-ton. Where is he going to choose to put it? Puts it in a great spot. Okay. Polyper's knocking Steve's pieces out of the way. I mean, just once again, turning the game around, but Steve's got, Polyper's got tons of speed. He's got to shave off right here. We're at level 14, level 15, both gentlemen working really hard. Oh, that 16-ton, he's slowing it down. He's slowing it down. He didn't even need to play it. All he needed to do is just wait for Polyper to lose it, and he does not. Polyper's just fighting tooth and nail. Comes through with the satellite, still making room for himself. Again, I don't know how this guy pulls it out. It's one amazing pull after the other. Almost has a chance to rotate the piece, does not. Polyper's still hanging in there, finding places to put pieces. Oh my God, making Steve sweat. This is 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh, you won both? No. That's what I thought. Oh, that was the first round. Holy crap, for some reason I thought it was like 2 rounds already. Wow, that was a long round. Steve takes the first round from Polyper. What? Just brutal. I mean, I honestly, my bets were on Polyper. I mean, he's a regular. He's a regular at this tournament. Little did we know, Steve's come to play. And Steve came out of the woodwork here. Unexpected, good Tetris player, right off the top. We got that satellite on Steve's side. He's just cleans his workspace. Gets a little time to kind of relax there once that satellite kicks off. All right. So we're gonna start to see what's in Steve's brain here. What is he doing with his side? How are we gonna build this? No, there is no building at all. He's just setting it up, waiting for that satellite to power off, and boom. Once again, another clean side. Not really a lot of action. Just kind of, just making it happen. He's only got 2 lines. And, meanwhile, we have on Polyper's side, he's got 8 lines. Polyper's using the bomb. Let's see if we can see this long piece slotted in. We got a good slot. Loses the block. Oh, makes a mistake. Fixes it right away. Steve's on the sweat. He's starting to come on up to the top here. We get one more line clear. He's either got himself a satellite or a bomb. It's one or the other. It looks like he is close to potentially getting this bomb. He just keeps filling up holes he doesn't need to right now. Meanwhile, Polyper's making it. He's already cleaning his workspace. He's making it where Steve can't buy a power-up. They just keep escaping him. Let's see, he almost got this bomb here. All right, looking good. I think he's going to put this on the right side. Very nice. Clears up some space for himself. Oh, my God. Here comes the flicky. Here comes the flicky on Polyper's side. He's going to start making some lines. Let's see if he sends some junk lines on over to Steve here from Polyper's side. Let's see what happens. Effective use of that flicky. Man, again, Steve is just clearing up his space, making it easy. He got a satellite coming up right here. Let's see if he makes effective use of this guy right here. Very nice. Gets that top piece, goes all the way to the bottom. He's got a lot of space. We got a Flicky in the house. It's a possibility for Polyper to throw him some lines, some junk. Cannot get more than a single. If he had a couple of doubles, he would have been able to push a line. Did not. Does not use the bomb to fix the error. Uh-oh. We're starting to see some wavering in Steve's game here. Couldn't get an input. Meanwhile, Polyper's slow playing this. He's taking his time. He's got to wait right here. There you go. He's just taking his time. He's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to just sit there and suffer. It's kind of like good barbecue. You just let it, you gotta take your time with it. Uh-oh, we got some mistakes are starting to show their sides here. Screw that, because when you can just erase mistakes. And that's exactly what has just transpired. That's a chance to get a double. Speed is now... he doesn't want to make mistakes. Got a satellite in the kitty. Can we do it with the turn? Gets it in. Gets the speed, Steve gets the speed reset. Meanwhile, Polyper's fighting that speed reset, trying to get there. He's like just a couple more lines away from getting that speed reset. So close. It's possible that Polyper might give this one up. He almost does it. He's done. Steve gets third place. Polyper is fourth. Oh my God. It is now the final battle. That was amazing between Steve and Polyper. Let me tell you, we've had amazing just BLOXEED Tetris gaming today. By the way, my name's Joel. You're tuned into Live and Direct from the Pandemicade on assignment here in Ferris State University, Big Rapids, Michigan, where we are hosting the fifth annual. That's fifth annual. 5 times we've ran this tournament. BLOXEED tournament, Battle Tetris tournament. It's in real arcade hardware, having a great time. It is now time for the finals, where I am in the finals, and it is versus me and Mrs. Cola. So, paging Mrs. Cola for the grand finals of the BLOXEED tournament. Paging Mrs. Cola for the grand finals of the BLOXEED tournament. Okay, so we got Mrs. Cola on her way, and here she is. I'm going to see if we can get Mr. Cola to do at least the enunciation for the final. For Lucky. We've seen Kiefer. Okay. Hang tight. We're just going to, hopefully, I'll be able to get an announcer for the grand finals here. Mrs. Cola's getting set up and comfortable. Very, 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 very scared here, because she's just a hell of a great Tetris player, and we've battled each other in the past, and each time it's been a fight. It's been a knockdown, drag out fight. So hold up 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can steal Mr. Cola up here. So. Just give me a minute. I don't know. You know what I realized? My music was on the whole time. Bullshit. Oh my God. Ugh. Let's see here. Well, I'm just gonna start it off. So we're just gonna keep on going. All right. Here, hold tight. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay, hold tight. We're pulling in Mr. Cola. You're the best, dude. Yes. Thank you, sir. We're getting the best of the best, Mr. Cola himself.
You're too kind.
For best of 5.
Best of 5.
Best of 5. Are you ready for this?
I think so.
Good luck.
We'll adjust this just ever so slightly. I know we want to maybe capture a little bit of Psycho's words here, but this is the final. This is the final of the BLOXEED tournament. Hey, Zero Fire, what kind of cola does Mr. Cola like? Coca-Cola is my favorite, but I mean that's a pretty generic answer. But that's exactly sort of where the name came from. As a kid, I collected Coca-Cola things, and it was the 90s, and, you know, changing C's to K's was the cool thing. Also, my real name starts with a K, so it kind of works out. But yes, we're at the finals here. It's been a long road getting from there to here. We have Psycho on the left and Mrs. Cola on the right. I will try to stay as impartial as I can, but it's kind of rough to do so. Psycho clearing out some stuff early here, keeping it nice and clean, and Mrs. Cola has had to deal with a bunch of garbage, and unfortunately is having to do what she can to clear things out. And Joel with a big old Tetris, pushing things up to the top here. It is not looking good for round 1 for Mrs. Cola here. But a 16-ton. Ooh, this is the opportunity. We can possibly clean some stuff up here. But Psycho, he's looking to see what he can do. What sort of things can we drop? Oh, and Mrs. Cola with the flicky. Let's see if she can clear out some stuff and get a little bit better position. And I think she can. And Psycho M1 getting a 16-ton and clearing her out. And unfortunately, as much as Mrs. Cola cleared off, we're back in a pretty precarious situation. But the pieces seem to be falling pretty well. We got a 4-line waiting over on Mrs. Cola's side. Psycho M1's got a 16-tonner buried at the bottom. And oh, the satellite out on Mrs. Cola's side. Getting some great clears there, but setting herself up for a Tetris if we get to that point. Oh, a 3 actually. Still, 3 lines is going to make Psycho sweat a bit. The speed is going here. Jarvis is asking, why is Boov bald? It's one of many of life's mysteries, you know. But yes, Boov to the max, one of our admins. And I believe Jarvis is from QuakeCon circles, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
I've definitely heard the name before. Ooh, Mrs. Cola got the scary music playing. Let's see if it's justified. Oh, boy, that kick of the long line there. That could have been the difference. But we're back at it. One round to Psycho and 0 for Mrs. Cola so far. But again, this is best of 5. So we got some ways to go. And an early satellite for Psycho M1. Just clearing out Tetris bricks like he's mowing the grass. And right back at him.
You keep that in your side of the fence.
A nice clear from Mrs. Cola, and again, back to back.
Back to back.
Giving it back.
I
Ooh.
want that.
Can't really do much with a square when all you got is jaggies.
Yeah.
But hey, And Mrs. Cola with a flicky now. Psycho M1's got a nice 4 clear waiting for him if he can somehow wedge something in there, but unfortunately the way that's laid out, well, making me a liar. He made it happen. And now we're nice and clear on Psycho M1's side, and Mrs. Cola back again with an opportunity for some more Tetrises, some more big clears. We just got to get some lines, and there it is, along with a bomb. Just clearing a little bit off the top there. And lines aplenty on Mrs. Cola's side. And there's a nice 4 clear from Psycho M1. That's definitely going to trip things up, and responds with a Tetris as well. Really just trying to put some pressure on Mrs. Cola. Both of them have a flicky waiting for such a time as they're able to deploy it, get the line clear and use it. And there's flicky on Psycho M1's side. And Mrs. Cola with a multi-line clear. Unfortunately, that multiple line clear got rid of her flicky. How mean? And we got the scary music. It's time, unfortunately. Oh, so we got 2 rounds for Psycho and none for Mrs. Cola so far. And apparently we're just going right back at it. It's time for round 3. And both competitors bringing out their A game here. Yes, Palm Factory, this is the same piece pattern. I believe that each competitor on each side gets the same thing. So it is even. And Psycho's confirming that, in case you can't hear him off mic. Oh, Psycho getting pushed up to the top here, having to make some decisions, but that 4-line clear really made some stuff happen for him. It's the same opening for all 3 rounds as Palm Factory. 2 Z's and a T piece. I have never noticed that.
Yeah, it opens up the same at the beginning.
Look at this big city hotshot trying to bully the good people of Big Rapids. Unbelievable, says Mom's Secret Recipe. I know.
Oh,
You know, one of them, these city folk. Coming up here to the, well, I guess we're kind of the gateway to the Great White North. We're not quite up north. We're that middle of nowhere spot to other places. And a nice clear on Psycho's side, really making use of that satellite there. But Mrs. Cola looking nice and clean on her side. But Psycho just wants me to eat my words. He's doing as many line clears as he can to try to put on some pressure. But the pieces that Psycho's ended up getting at this point, lots of Z's, and not exactly what he's looking for. A nice Tetris on Mrs. Cola's side. And we got a 16-ton and a 4 clear. And the 4 clear comes out and takes away the 16-ton. Doesn't really help. Psycho pretty much in the same position, but a nice 3 clear here. Keeps him competitive. But Mrs. Cola saying no. Stop being competitive. Go home. Nice and clear on her side, but Psycho M1 with a flicky waiting here. So we have an opportunity for big clears. 2 flickies on Psycho's, and he's out of the danger zone. Hit level 10. That pressure is off, and now the pressure is back on Mrs. Cola. This is where things can get serious. And a flicky deployed by Psycho M1. Good Lord, the clears. And Mrs. Cola dealing with the speed. And unfortunately, at this speed, it's really, really tough to get the clears that you need. Ooh, a 16-ton. Maybe she can make some stuff happen, but she's really up near the top, and Psycho's got a nice clean board, and the piece is just not coming that she needs. Oh no, I think that's gonna call it a third round. I know, it's so hard to rotate at that point. Nice job. GG. Is that
I've won my own
'cause
tournament again.
you won your own tournament again, but hey man, boy, well fought to the both of you.
Yeah, everybody fought
And
really,
I mean,
really
honestly,
well.
shout outs to everybody who was playing today. There was some intense matches.
Very much so.
Personally, I want to say good job to Polyper. Good Lord, did he give me a run for my money. So,
Polypers is
yeah,
frightening.
watch out for him in the future. But, yeah, I'm Mr. Cola and filling in for Psycho here. Hope you guys enjoyed the BLOXEED. There's going to be a grand prize for this tourney. Did you select one with Jay, or?
They were like ish.
Yeah.
We
So
just
there's
kinda
going to
grabbed
be a
some.
grand prize, and that'll be given out shortly here. But also today we're doing something called the Lanzar, where you get participation points and ranked points.
Extra points.
Basically on what you're doing on the various games that we're playing throughout the day, and then we add up all the points and see who's the best at the land. So a lot of folks are getting points for Lanzar here, as well as winning prizes for winning the tournament. So excellent. Thanks for hosting this again, Psycho, and I'll hand you guys back to Psycho for the rest of the
Thank
stream.
you so much, Mr. Cola.
Hey, no problem.
Oh my God.
Oh, don't want to be stepping on your cords though.
Yeah, totally. Well, there you go. That was a hard-fought battle. I'm going to tell you that for sure. That was a ridiculously hard-fought battle. We had 16 people in this tournament. Multiple ways to win, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful time. So I need to say humongous thank you to everybody that's been hanging out with us today. Oh my God, yeah, absolutely, Palm Factory. One of these days you can kind of hang out with us. We're probably just going to be setting up the rest of this arcade equipment for the rest of the tournament. I realized that I had my music running in the background for the majority of the tournament, so hopefully it doesn't hamper anything. Regardless, at the end of the day, this was just a really great time. Thank you, Steve Clarney. Let me tell you, Steve put in a freaking massive amount of effort. And we had a lot of great people just joining the tournament today. Just always super duper fun. I mean, ages, groups, races, you name it. We just have a really great time here at CEG. Always a fun time here at Ferris State University. Look them up, Ferris State University here in Big Rapids. It's a really great school, and they always have something really cool going on. So with all that said, we're going to be ending the stream. It's been an absolute wonderful time. And yes, there is Space Taxi going on in the right next to me. Mr. Cola is running a proper C64, and we've been doing a Space Taxi a high score challenge. And people are and I need to get one more score in before the thing's over if I'm still able to do it. But from all the way from Ferris State University, it's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with everybody. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Thank you for the likes, the resubscriptions, the reshares, all those things. It's super duper nice, and I do appreciate it. I will be back this Tuesday on twitch.tv, this same exact channel, all the things. This Tuesday, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I know we're going to be playing some Neo Turf Masters for sure for the Neo Turf Masters February Classic with the Divine Kelly. So she'll be joining us for at least one of the shows there. Other than that, yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you folks this Tuesday. And all the way from Big Rapids, Michigan, from Ferris State University, we're out. Have a great day. We appreciate you. Bye-bye.